In 1964, young genius Frank Walker arrives at the New York World's Fair with high hopes of entering his jetpack invention in the inventors' competition. Judge David Nix is initially intrigued by the prototype, but his interest quickly wanes when Frank admits it doesn't fully work. Athena, Nix's young assistant, takes a liking to Frank despite his rejection. As Frank walks away, dejected, plagued by memories of his father's dismissive remarks about his ambitions, Athena secretly approaches him. She gives him an orange lapel pin with a blue T symbol and instructs him to follow her and Nix discreetly. Curious, Frank sneaks onto an attraction where a hidden laser detects his pin and opens a trap door. His boat plunges down a dark corridor, leading him to a mysterious, futuristic-looking wagon. As Frank steps inside, the wagon's windows and doors seal shut, and it begins shaking violently. When it finally stops, he emerges on a foggy platform. To his astonishment, he sees a flying car carrying Athena and Nix. While Frank attempts to follow them, massive robots appear and block his way. Frank's attempts to dodge the robots result in a fall to a lower platform, damaging his jetpack. A friendly robot picks up the broken jetpack, repairs it, and returns it to Frank. However, before he can celebrate, guards appear to capture him. Frank quickly dons the jetpack and successfully takes off, soaring above the fog. This flight reveals his location, a sprawling, futuristic city known as Tomorrowland, a haven for the world's greatest minds. When Frank lands, he proudly demonstrates his now functional jetpack to Nix, but Nix ignores him. In 2015, a bright and rebellious teenager named Casey Newton sneaks into a NASA demolition site in Florida. Determined to prevent the dismantling of a launch platform where her father, Eddie, works as an engineer, she sabotages the machinery. Athena, observing from the shadows, takes note of Casey's determination. After returning home, Casey is arrested during another sabotage attempt but finds a mysterious pin among her returned belongings. When she touches it, she glimpses a stunning, futuristic city. The pin's vision only lasts while she holds it, and attempts to explore the world result in her bumping into objects in the real world. When Casey tries to show the pin's power to her father, nothing happens for him. Realizing the pin works only for her, Casey becomes determined to uncover its secrets. She researches the pin online and finds an ad from a shop offering to buy such items. Using this lead, she tells her younger brother Nate to cover for her and sets off to investigate. At the shop, the eccentric clerks confirm that the city Casey saw was real. Tomorrowland, a place where the brightest minds are free to innovate without societal constraints. However, the clerks turn hostile, demanding information about where Casey got the pin. When she refuses, they trap her and brandish advanced plasma weapons. Suddenly, Athena bursts in, using a time bomb to incapacitate the clerks. She helps Casey escape, but reveals herself to be an animatronic during the chaotic fight. Shocked and frightened, Casey initially runs from Athena, but is eventually convinced to team up. Athena explains they need to find Frank Walker, the one person who can lead them back to Tomorrowland. Athena and Casey drive to the countryside, where they find Frank living in isolation. Frank, now bitter and disillusioned, dismisses Tomorrowland as a lost cause and refuses to help. Desperate, Casey sneaks into his house, finding inventions and news feeds tracking catastrophic global events. One device shows a countdown timer ominously ticking down. Casey's optimism catches Frank's attention when her words cause a percentage on one of his monitors to drop, signaling hope. Their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of robotic agents led by Dave, a sinister operative. Frank's home is equipped with traps that fend off the intruders, but the duo barely escapes in a capsule disguised as a bathtub. Once safe, Frank reluctantly agrees to join Athena and Casey. As they travel, Frank reveals he was exiled from Tomorrowland for creating a device called the Tachyon Machine, which predicts the future. He believes the machine's signals are causing humanity to succumb to despair. Athena takes them to the Eiffel Tower, which secretly houses a rocket built by famous inventors like Tesla and Edison. Using this rocket, the trio breaches the portal to Tomorrowland. In Tomorrowland, Governor Nix initially arrests the group, but becomes intrigued when he learns Casey influenced the Tachyon machine's readings. He takes them to the machine, which shows the world ending in 58 days. Casey realizes the machine broadcasts apocalyptic visions, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. She argues that turning it off could restore hope, but Nix reveals he deliberately uses the machine to manipulate humanity. Frank, Casey, and Athena work together to stop Nix. Amid the chaos, Athena sacrifices herself by detonating a bomb inside the machine, destroying it and disabling Tomorrowland's power. Before her final moments, Athena shares memories with Frank, affirming their unique bond. With the machine destroyed, Casey and Frank decide to rebuild Tomorrowland's recruitment program. They create new animatronics like Athena and distribute pins worldwide, inviting dreamers to help build a brighter future. If you enjoy it, click and subscribe and watch the next video.